Hey guys, potential shift here. It is Tuesday, July 28th, 9:38 a.m. Getting a late start as usual. Never good, never good. But here we go. Quick disclaimer, don't follow my trades. I am not a profitable trader. What I am doing is streaming my trades live because guess what? If I'm going to talk about trading, I want to actually show my trades. I don't want to be like 99% of the other trading content creators out there who talk, and yet somehow never show a live trade. Makes no sense to me. So that's what I'm doing. I'm showing my trades, but this is not meant to be followed, not meant to, especially tick for tick, trade for trade. Please don't. I don't think that's a way to be profitable. All right. Now, since we're late, let me try and get focused. It is 9:40 a.m. and God, I hate to be rushed like this because we're at 738 SPY. Looks like we might break lower, and I might want to play that immediately, and I haven't even had a chance to look at the news other than the text messages from my friends. And I'm probably going to place a short trade here in 1 second. Yes, I am. Okay, this is a great way to start the day. Right off the bat, getting short without even knowing what the is going on. God, I love my life. I love my life. Okay. Now, as I said, we are trying something new these last few days, a new trading system, calling it the timing system, trying to time catching momentum and moves. How else to describe it? I don't know. Anyway, when we enter a trade, we're looking for sort of fast momentum, immediate movement. So I set my stop loss close to begin the trade in case it's a fake out, and it was. Okay, so immediately right off the bat, we have a losing trade. Absolutely no surprise given the late start on things here. Great. Okay, good. Down $13 to start the day in all of a minute and a half. Just the way I wanted to begin. Just the way I wanted to begin. All right, and I will try one more time if we break below it again. Below the 738 level on SPY. Luckily, I am not the kind of person who particularly cares about the news unless there's a really big story, and I'm usually there isn't. But I have to be honest, I haven't even looked, so maybe there is. Trying it one more time here. Is my timing off? Yeah, okay, my timing is going to be off again, isn't it? Now, if I had had a little more time, I probably would have noticed that pre-market, there is a floor right here, a little bit lower than where I'm entering. So I probably should have waited. I can only, okay, I'm going to take the even money exit until we break below this floor down here. Let's do a little sell stop right down here. There we go. That's a better entry below the pre-market lows. Little better entry. Little safer. Feeling a little bit better about that one. Highly recommend you do not do what I'm doing right now, which is rushing around, jumping into the trade, haven't looked at anything, immediately trying to get your bearings while trading. I should not be trading right now. I should be getting my bearings, but I kind of like this setup, to tell you the truth, as I look at it immediately. Again, I want to set a quick stop loss in case this is just a pump fake. We are trying to catch some good timing. So set a quick stop loss. This looks like it might be the real deal. Like I caught a little bit of good timing. One more little leg lower, and I will move my losing exit up a bit. Give the trade a little more breathing room. In other words, when I first enter the trade, I look for momentum. If there is no momentum, I keep the losing exit close. I don't give it a lot of breathing room. If it looks like we have momentum lower, which now it does, I give it more breathing room because I consider that a confirmed trade, I guess. My timing was correct. And if the timing was correct, I want to give it more room to actually work. Generally, I'm going to set my losing exit 50 cents above my entry point. Although entry point isn't the exact word. 237, we just hit 237. God, am I really, really doing this sloppy right now? Please, again, do not follow my trades, especially what I am doing right now. I have not even looked at the news. This is not the time to be following my trades. This is some sloppy shit, what I am doing right now. I'm going to set 238 as my exit. That should be enough breathing room, I think. Although I will say, this is 238, my exit, $35. It's still a pretty significant number. It's not like that's a super close exit. But up here would probably be a little safer in terms of invalidating the trade. Do I want to keep this exit here at slightly above 738? Or do I want to... $19. How low did that go? $736.3. We bottomed out there at 736.26. Could that have been a bottom? Definitely. Let's turn this into a free roll because we've come quite a way. That is why the timing trades are so good, because if you catch the timing, if you catch the momentum, you can turn the trade into a free roll. That is what I like about them. I like my winning exit here. I think it's a good one. Come on, bust on through, bust on through. That's great. 736.23. Ooh, that was real close. Okay, maybe I should have moved it up a little bit. I like 736.23 as an out, to tell you the truth. In fact, I probably would have taken that. And okay. All right, booyah. All right, off to a good start. All right, now, immediately going to be faced with a 736 decision, maybe. Are we going to break below 736, and do I want to play that? 736 has been a resistance level. It certainly was yesterday. I believe it was a rather important one yesterday, to tell you the truth. Yeah, looking at our weekly chart, yes, 736 has been, this is our weekly chart up here. This level right here is 736. 736 has been a gigantic level, actually, looking at it again. So we can count on at least a little resistance at 736, almost certainly. And furthermore, if we break below 736 today, let's get bearish. Let's get bearish. SPY is only down 2 points. QQQ, on the other hand, is down 11 points. So we've got a good reason to be bearish, and if we break below that 736 level, boy, that is a very negative sign, considering for the last week, as we can see here, 736 has been the big resistance level. This is 736. So breaking below it would be quite meaningful. Looking at our 6-month chart. Now, again, I don't particularly like to say whether I'm bullish or I'm bearish. I'm not a huge believer in being able to predict that. But even though I don't believe in my ability to exactly predict it, I do have my leans. I do lean bullish or bearish, which gives my trades context. Okay, context. My trades are based on setups, mostly technical patterns. Again, I'm a day trader. I'm not a swing trader. So I'm trading mostly on technicals, chart patterns, setups that are familiar to me. Are we breaking higher now? We're at 738. Could short it again here at 738. In fact, I will. I'm going to take a little flyer at 738 in case we want to head back lower. I think this is a very risky little play. I don't know why I'm doing it exactly, but I am. $37.15. This is already turned into a free roll. All right, picked up another point there quickly. I like that. That was just 738 has been an important level. Things look bearish. I got short there because I thought 738 might be a little bit of a ceiling. Wasn't trying to get greedy, only tried to pick up 1 point, shorted it at 738, picked up the point at 737. Anyway, as I was saying, the 6-month chart, as you can see, the flag pattern on the 6-month chart. Again, I'm not a huge fan of head and shoulder patterns, double tops, whatever you want to call them. You know, there's a million different names for chart patterns. Generally, I don't give them much weight. Flag patterns, on the other hand, I do. For some reason, maybe it's just in my experience, maybe it's the fact that they do actually seem, in my mind, to represent trader psychology, converging towards a point, and an indecision that's occurring, right? There's indecision occurring in this flag here, and it's converging towards a point. And when the flag actually breaks, to me, that feels like the indecision has been broken in a certain direction. And clearly, we have now broken lower. So I have a bearish slant to me. That bullish bearish feeling just provides context for my trades. It is not a setup in and of itself. Being bullish or bearish, I think, is a very poor setup. It doesn't have an entry. It doesn't have outs. So don't trade bullish or bearish hunches, in my opinion. I don't. But I do use them as I said, as context, as seeing which way the wind is blowing before I execute. And I have a bearish slant because of this flag pattern breaking lower. I said the same thing yesterday, yet somehow I lost money, even though it was a gigantic down day, you know, a gigantic red candle. Technically, it wasn't numerically down because we had opened up, whatever, 6-7 points, but it was a big candle. And candles are what a day trader like me wants. I want candles. I don't care where we open I don't care where we open the day. I don't care if we open up 7 points because I wasn't trading overnight. I do care if we get a big intraday candle because I can actually trade that. So I have a bearish slant. We got a big red candle. Somehow I only broke even yesterday. My own fault. I traded poorly. No doubt about it. But yes, I do have a bearish slant that is going to color my trading today. Although I can't say I won't put a bullish trade in at some point. I'm just saying, like that last trade I just put, that 738, shorting it at 738. If I had been bullish, obviously I wouldn't have done that. My bearish slant allowed me to short it at 738 because I'm bearish. I think, hey, we might hit 738. That might be a top. Let me try and catch a point. See what I mean? The bull-bear feeling provides flavor. Not the setup itself, not the outs, just whether or not you want to take those setups and those outs. My hair looks like, I don't know, a Turkish rug or something. Obviously, what we're waiting for right now would be a break below 736 and SPY. I should sort of mentally prepare myself for that. I mean, what would the exit be if we get a break? I don't even know. If we break below 736, that might be one of those times where I use a trailing stop instead of a set out, because I think it could get ugly. Not saying it will, but it could, because 736 has been such a significant resistance level. We break below it, you know, we might go on a run. We might go on a real run lower. Don't quote me on that, please. All right. Maybe I can have a chance to actually look at the news now. Maybe I can fix my thumbnail on YouTube. Okay, let's see what my friends are texting me. FOMC this week. I didn't even know that. That's a big deal. All right. We got an FOMC meeting that, tomorrow, I guess, since today's Tuesday. That's a big deal. We've got Warsh coming in, and he's been hawkish. Let's be serious. The man has been talking about inflation. I'm sure he's trying to appease the president by not being too hawkish, which makes it even more scary, kind of, because he has been talking slightly hawkish. Not overly hawkish, but the fact that he's even talking slightly hawkish when I'm sure pleasing the president is on his mind. I mean, the man might be in his heart of hearts a hawk, and if you look at his history, he does have quite a hawkish history. So he seems very concerned about inflation. We're going to hear from him tomorrow. In fact, another reason to be bearish, actually. Even though usually before FOMC meetings, you get calm markets, but already we're not seeing that. Monday, yesterday, there was a lot of action during the trading day. Today, we're off. QQQ is down almost 2% already. So already we're seeing we're not following the typical FOMC week, Monday and Tuesday pattern of calm markets that don't move a lot. It looks like there might be some fear about what Warsh is going to say tomorrow. I feel like going on Kalshi or what's the other one? Predict It, is it? And placing a bet on how many times he says task force tomorrow. He's got to say task force at least 10 times, I'd say. At least 10 times. Warsh will say the term task force. The man loves task forces. Who knows what those task forces are doing, but he is into them. I've set a sell stop below 736. All right. Now, if I can just get my thumbnail set, I will be ready to go. Thumbnail set. All right, good. I hope this market bounces around just for a little bit. Give me a little time to get my bearings, please. Shit. All right. Thumbnail should be set. 737. Floating around this 737 range. Look, 736 is going to present resistance. It just is. 736 is going to be hard to break through. It has been a powerful floor. So to break through it is not going to be easy. It's really not. I think there's a lot of signs that it might happen today. We've got a very bearish start to the day. We've got War speaking tomorrow. We've got that 6-month flag pattern that's broken. We've got an earnings season, which is almost 4 out of 5 times earnings season is bullish. And we have not seen, there was some bullish action leading up to it. But now that we're in the heart of earnings season, we have not seen gains. If anything, since the start of earnings season, we've seen declines. Yeah. We climbed heading into earnings season. right here. Climbed heading into it, but since earnings season has started, we've been declining. Unusual, and another bearish signal. Again, I'm talking bearish here. Please do not use that as a setup. Being bullish or bearish is not a good setup. It's not a good reason to enter a trade. It is just context. It's a good way to decide which trades you want to take and which trades you want to disqualify. It is not a good reason in and of itself to place a trade. Wonder if you're out there frisky. Frisky, you know I'm just busting your chops, right? I believe me. You want to heckle me? I'm all for it. Believe me, I got bigger fish to fry. In fact, I find it kind of amusing. So feel free if you want to post in chat about how terrible I am. Do it. Do it. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for a little ribbing here and there. But yeah, if I bust your chops back, don't take it personally. I'm just joshing you, man. All right, approaching 738 again. I'm not I could short it again. I'm not going to do that. I don't like to do the same trade twice over the same ground. Earlier, I shorted it at 738 and caught a point down to 737. As a general rule, I don't like to trod the same ground twice, for lack of a better way to put it. In other words, if I catch a move from 738 to 737, I really don't try to catch another move from 738 to 737 10 minutes later. I just, for whatever reason, I don't like doing that. Maybe there's no good reason for it. Maybe I should be more open-minded to that, but now's not the time or place to change my theory on that. My theory is generally, if you catch a move from a certain price to a certain price, don't try and catch it twice. Be happy that you caught it once. If you start doing that, where does it end? You know, you could just keep doing it and doing it every time you hit a certain number, and then you're in that entry soup sort of thing. Although I'm really tempted to hit the short button right here, but no, again, not changing my patterns right now. I do not. If you catch a move, be happy that you caught the move. Don't try and catch it again. Friends are saying that most of the market is green, that it's semis that are really dragging us down, which would make sense. I mean, that's what's been going on lately. So yeah, you can see I have a sell stop order in for if we break below 736. Right now I'm just looking at the news real quick. Should do my CNBC 5 things to know while I've got a minute. Five things to know before the stock market opens today. Coca-Cola earnings. Altman is in DC. Apple's market cap milestone. What did Apple hit? 50 trillion? On the move. Transportation, have a lot to analyze. Boeing posted wider than expected quarterly loss. By the way, you guys wouldn't know this, but Boeing is like my arch enemy. I fucking hate Boeing. When they had those plane crashes, the Max 800 a few years ago, right before COVID, I think it was 2018, boy, did I short the shit out of that for months. And I never got paid on it. Not really. And then COVID hit, and it sank like 75%, and somehow I missed it. Ugh. And honestly, the whole thing with those Max 800 planes, they built a broken plane. The plane was literally, it had a flaw in it where, where if you put the stick up too much, it would crash. Basically, that was basically the plane they built. If the pilot pulled the stick up too sharply, the plane would crash. Almost every other plane that's ever been built, if the pilot pulls the stick up too much, the aerodynamics of the plane automatically push the nose back down to make sure that the plane does not stall. They built a plane where if the pilot pulls the stick back too much and the nose goes up, the aerodynamics of that plane actually continue to elevate the nose to the point where the plane could be pointing almost vertical. And then obviously, if you know anything about airplanes, it will stall and fall out of the sky. That is exactly what happened immediately after they put the plane on the market. 2 gigantic plane crashes. I mean, it was pure evil. Pure evil. They built a broken plane. They sold it. And then they tried to fix it with computer programming instead of just redesigning the aerodynamics. Because you want to know why it wasn't aerodynamic? Because it needed bigger engines so it could have more seats so they could make more money. Anyway, it was all some evil shit. So Boeing is sort of like my arch enemy. Shares of Coca-Cola are up 3 points. All right. That's a bit of a recession sign. People tend to eat and drink a little less healthy when they have less money. So Coca-Cola sales increasing. I mean, far from a definitive sign, but you know, little anecdotal evidence that maybe people are feeling the pinch. House tour. OpenAI. Sam Altman heads to DC this week, going to talk artificial intelligence models with the White House lawmakers. I hope he tells them that AI isn't going to destroy the world and humanity, or if it is, we should probably have some regulations around it. Whatever. Most experts only agree. It's only like a 10% chance that AI enslaves us. I mean, right? It's only 10%. And the lettuce outbreak, the diarrhea lettuce. I don't know. You couldn't pay me $1,000 right now to eat a piece of lettuce. That's it. All right. So no big stories. By far the biggest news. Thank you to my friend. I do have a few trading buddies which I text with. He texted me FOMC meeting this week. Huge. Great thing to know. In fact, yesterday on Monday I usually check the economic calendar. I didn't do that yesterday because I was rushing yesterday also. Let's check the economic calendar for this week. It's Tuesday. Retail inventory, wholesale, Case-Shiller, consumer confidence at 10 a.m. We already passed that point. Wednesday, FOMC rate decision. Okay, that's the big one. Thursday, we get GDP for Q2. Usually not a big deal, but it can be if it's really out of whack. PCE index. PCE index isn't exactly nothing. All right, so Thursday morning, we do have some data coming out at 8:30 that could be important. GDP and PCE. So keep that in mind. Thursday morning, 8:30 a.m., there might be data that actually matters. Okay, we're approaching 736 again. 736 is down here. Again, I have a sell stop in. If we break below 736, I will get short. Whew. All right. 10:15 a.m. 45 minutes later, and I'm feeling caught up. And lo and behold, I'm up almost $80, which is very, very different. I usually do not begin the day positive. I don't know if Frisky is watching, but in case he comes on later, let me send him a little message. Frisky likes to bust my chops, calls me the worst trader in the world or something. But like I said, I don't. Bigger fish to fry. And you know what? He wouldn't even be all that wrong. As I've said numerous times, I am not profitable. Like every other retail trader on earth, I am not profitable. The guys who work on Wall Street, those traders, they make millions. They do. Guys who sit at their desk and trade, retail traders, active traders, I don't know a single one. I've never known a single one who has been profitable. There was one guy, one dude in Scandinavia during COVID, which was the most friendly trader market of all time. If you were bullish, we went straight up for like 2 or 3 years directly after COVID. One dude in Scandinavia who actually released his tax returns showing that he was a profitable retail trader. Quagmire or whatever. Quagmire. You can look him up. Quagmire, he's, like I said, Scandinavia, I think Swedish, maybe Finnish, I don't want, in Norwegian, I don't know. One of those. Only dude I've ever seen that released tax returns that said he was a profitable retail trader for, I think it was 3 or 4 years, right? He's the only one I know who released even a single year of profitable trading tax returns. And yeah, he was the only one who showed any sort of consistency at retail trading profitability. The only one. So when I say I'm not profitable, I'm in good company because I'm in company with everyone else. I know I don't know how strongly to emphasize this on the channel. It pisses me off. So I'm going to talk about it, and you know what? I just sort of got to lean into it because it's just, it is what it is, and I'm going to talk about it anyway. I find the disconnect in the trading world between what you see on social media and what actual traders experience to be so, it is so, it's comical how different it is. What people post on social media, all of their winnings and their yachts and their traveling and their happiness and, you know, the whole lifestyle. People show this trading lifestyle that does not exist. It does not exist. I don't know. It's just so bizarre to me. You want to know where they get that trading lifestyle from? Their trading lifestyle? They get that from selling people the idea that they know what they're doing. That's where their money comes from. That's where their money comes from. Let's be serious. I think we kind of all know that deep down, because we all know that retail trading might be impossible and that none of us have ever known anyone who is actually successful at it. Other than the dudes on social media who show no proof of it. They don't release their tax returns. All they do is show photos of, you know, those can be altered quite easily these days, actually. And maybe they're paper trading accounts. Who the hell knows? But I'll tell you something. When a dude posts a photo of his profits, come on. Come on. This is finance, folks. This is trading. There's shady scumbags out there. It's par for the course with finance. Come on. Trading, Wall Street, all that, it's right up there with like shady mechanics and plumbers. All right, you know, this is not a field that is renowned for its honesty and reputableness. There's a lot of shady dudes out there looking to make a quick buck. In fact, that's exactly what they're looking to do. And if all they have to do is Photoshop a few P&L totals, come on. There's going to be a lot of dudes that do that if they can make a buck that way. And that's what I think those guys are. So I'll say what I've been saying. Show your trades. Show them. If you're winning 75% of your trading days, if you're posting 4 or 5 digit wins, $8,000, $15,000 a day, show it. Show it live. Put it on a delay. Whatever. It's not going to hurt you in any way. Just show it. But I think we all know they're not going to show it because they're not actually winning. Anyway, like I said, I don't know how much to rant about it. It's just, like I said, it's a bit mind-boggling to me that just in no other field would people be believed. Again, what if I said, I'm the best football player on earth? You know, I'm actually a Division I quarterback. You know, 5-star prospect. I'm going to be recruited next year. You'd say, oh yeah, prove it. Like any other job or any other extraordinary claim. You'd say, really? Show me the proof. Let me see it. Somehow with trading, people post these bullshit numbers online and it's like, oh, okay, yeah. He's a good trader, I guess. Sort of hoping to change that a little bit by showing my trades, showing what it's actually like to day trade. Even if I'm not profitable, at least it's showing, this is what it's like. And you know what? If you're a losing trader also, which, again, it's nothing against you. We all are. We all are losing traders. Don't feel bad about it. We're all trying to figure it out. We're all trying to get better at it. I think it would be good if we sort of as a community work together to get better at trading instead of, buying into these carpetbaggers who have their tall tales. Those guys don't help. Even if they were profitable, which they aren't, but even if they were, the way they go about helping is all wrong. Giving people picks is not how you help anyone trade. It's just not. It's like approaching 738 again. Again, could short it at 738. Could short it up here, try to catch the move down again. Now I'm tempted to. I really am, because we're forming this like channel. I missed my chance, I think. Yeah, if I was going to do it, it's too late. Yeah, damn it. I probably would have. Well, let's put the sell limit in. Why not? Yeah, okay. This looks good. Okay, look, I'll put a little sell limit in there. Why not? It's been long enough now. I don't like to do the same trade immediately again. But you know what? It's been over half an hour. I'll try it again. If we bounce up to 738, I'll short it. I'll put a really tight stop in and try and catch another bounce back down to 737, or maybe even lower, maybe even down to 736.5. It does look like I sort of missed my chance right there. Oh. Anyway, yeah, even if these guys were profitable, which they're not, even if they were, giving people picks is not how you help anyone become a better trader. Actually, you're not learning anything from that. You're not learning anything about trading from that. And more than that, you'd have to execute it correctly. Execution, timing, entries, outs, way, way, way more important. Way more important than which direction a stock is going to head in, which stock someone likes. I like this stock. I'm bearish on this stock. That doesn't help anyone. You need the entries, the exits. You need the timing. These are the things that matter. It's like the car salesman, right? The car salesman may think, oh, the price on that car is going to go up or down in the next few days. That's not what matters. What matters is when the customer comes in, can he sell it to them for more than he bought it for? Or when the customer comes in, can he buy that car cheap? Can he execute on the deal, on the trade? Executing on the trade is what matters. Not, oh, I think that car might increase in value or go down in value. That's not what matters. So, again, all these gurus, they give their picks. Almost all of them are, I'm bullish on this, I'm bearish on that. Not helpful, in my opinion. Really wish I had caught this little short right here. I would have had to been super fast. We only bounced up to there. I mean, it was a very quick little bounce. I would have been real fast on the button. Whatever. Missed a trade. This is when things go off the rails. When I miss a trade, that's when things go downhill. I didn't even miss a trade yet. I mean, what did I miss? That 1 point move hasn't even occurred yet. Well, I think it probably did occur kind of close enough. It's a little sloppy here, this entry. I'm gonna move it one more tick up. I'm gonna move one more tick down. Okay, it tapped my shit. Okay. Really wish I had gotten in here. Okay. I'm shaky about this trade, so I'm gonna take a quick profit on it. Honestly, I'm just gonna take that profit. I for some reason I don't like this one. Just take the win on that one. Something about that one rubbed me the wrong way. I don't like the way I entered it. Sloppy entries are always bad. This comes straight from Reminiscences of a Stock Operator. Reminiscences of a Stock Operator. Jesse Livermore. What I would consider the Bible of trading, I guess. Again, it's not going to tell you. It's not going to tell you things about earnings per share or which companies are winners and losers. It's not going to tell you. It's not going to give you a system for trading. In other words, it's not going to tell you how to trade day to day and how to win exactly. But what it does do better than any other book, and why it's been around for 100 years, is it talks about the emotional aspects of trading and controlling yourself. And that's why it's the Bible, and why it continues to be read and held in such high regard, because it talks about the real heart of trading, not picking winners, not how to spot a good stock. It talks about how to control yourself, how to figure out yourself, how the market itself works broadly, and that has not changed in 100 years. It talks about the meat and potatoes, just the torso of trading, not the outlying stuff that doesn't matter. So Reminiscences of a Stock Operator, highly recommend it. I've read it at least 5 times. It's been a while. I should pick it up again, honestly, because it's been too long. But one of the things Jesse Livermore says is don't enter a trade late. If you get a poor entry on a trade, you're in trouble. And I fully agree. Not only have you gotten now a worse price, but even worse than that, you're aware that you have a bad entry, and that thorn in your mind of my entry was shit is going to compromise the entire trade. So don't get bad entries. Now, I am not going to short this here because it looks like it's actually forming sort of a pattern where it may break higher. I don't know. It might continue to bounce lower off of 738. It very well could. But I don't like this uptrend right here. This is looking like it's trying maybe to actually break out higher above 738. So I could go either way here. I'm not gonna mess with it. Although honestly, I mean, just shorting it at 738 and then buying it again back down here at 737.2. I mean, seems to be working over and over again. Why is my macro not updating? I had a winning trade there. Okay, it was off. Boy, it's gonna do it again. Do I dare it? I'm gonna do it just because it just keeps doing this shit. I'm gonna do it one more time. If it's gonna go right back up there, fuck it. Okay. I'll bite. I can set a really quick stop loss and then try and ride it down again. Get my stop loss in place. Okay, we already passed it, so I'm out. Okay, like I said, I was afraid we might break through, and it looks like we did. Yep, okay. 738. Do I want to try and play this? Yeah, I guess so. We're gathering some momentum here. I am going to play it because that breakthrough looks fairly significant. Put a little quick, one of my quick exits. 730 is right here. This is 730. So I'd want 15 above that. 755.75. Almost exactly where I'm at. No, I'm going to take 739 as an exit, actually. I'm going to give this one a little more room to breathe. A little more room because it did show a nice little bounce there. Yeah, I'm going to take 739 as my out here. Is that kind of a pussy move? Yeah, a little bit. Not going to lie. 740 just seems like a stretch, especially because 740 would require us flipping. 739 is the red-green line. All right. 739 is where we flip from negative on the day SPY to positive on the day SPY. Motherfucker. Okay. That one was not successful. Okay. Shouldn't have moved my losing. I moved the losing exit lower, trying to give it a little more room. Should have just stuck with my original. My original exit was good. Oh well. Alright. I'm tempted to like make a revenge trade and immediately get short. Bad sign. Let me just step away for a second. Get my head straight. Made a little mistake there. The trade itself wasn't a bad trade. What was a mistake is I had set my invalidation, my losing exit right about, I don't even know where I set it. Here, I guess, I think. Yeah, right about here. And then at the last second, when I saw it approaching, I moved it lower all the way down to here. So how much did I cost myself? 435.75. I moved it down to here. 330, 30 cents. Yeah, about 30 cents. That's not so bad. 15, 20 bucks. Anyway, yeah, let me take a little breather here because I don't like this, whatever this is right now. There's 738. Are we gonna bounce off of it? Oh, I'm doing it. 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 Okay. Okay. Step away. Step away. Step away. Step away. Step away. In fact, I'm even gonna put up a. Let me put my sell stop in back below 736. No, 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 no. Okay, good. It didn't execute. That was a limit. Sell stop below 736. Okay, so I've got my sell stop in at 736. I'll put another sell stop in actually a little bit below that in case we really start rocking and rolling, because I'm going to step away for a minute. I want 50 cents below this mark. 417, 412. 412, 412, so 411.75. Another one there. All right, so 2 sell stop orders in there in case we start going. I just made 2 mistakes in a row. So because I'm up and I'm feeling good, I'm going to do the smart thing. I'm going to step away for a few minutes, just a few minutes, clear my head, make sure I don't do any more revenge trades because I just did one revenge trade. And I'm looking at it right now and I'm seeing more revenge trades that I could do. Stepping away. All right, back. Boy, I have to say the action since I've left bothers me a little bit. It bothers me because I had gotten long here. We went all the way to 739.8, almost 740. Mind you, I would have just taken the win at 739. But still, I got long here. Had set my losing exit here. Then moved my losing exit even lower to right here. In other words, I got bumped out right before we rallied. That's a danger signal for me, as I'm learning in recent days. That is almost always what sets me off onto a negative spiral. So I got to be a little careful here because missing a trade like that, specifically when my out was hit very tightly, and if I had just set it a little bit differently, it would have been a winner. Or I could have just cut it short quicker, but somehow I set it at the exact wrong spot. I mean, this is not rare. This is not a rare occurrence, but I do know myself that sort of thing tends to trigger me. So I gotta be a little careful here. Let's stick to our basics. Remember, we're trying to time things. We're trying to time a move. Time a move. Okay, we're at 7:39. It is 11 a.m. I'm gonna get short here. Right after I say, be careful, I'm gonna get short at this random level. Because I can put an exit right here. And hope that we're just heading lower here. Bad idea. Let's just wait for it to break lower first. Let's just wait for it to break lower first. Let's do a sell stop here. Maybe even a couple ticks lower, actually. Yeah, okay. That's pretty good. All right, that's a good sell state. I'll enter. I think that timing would be pretty okay if we break lower here. Am I tilting, though? Is this a tilt play? Is this a tilt play? No, I'm bearish. That's what's giving me the vibe. Okay, and I think we could. I think there's meat on the bone here. Frankly, I think we can go all the way back down. Now we'll set our tight out for in case it's just a little fake move. Damn it. That would have been a nice top. 738 is kind of a I'm taking these little dinky trades because 738, we just hit 738. Fuck it. Let's see if we can actually break below 738. Dinky trade. Dinky, stupid trade. Do we have momentum here? We're at 738. Are we going to bounce here? Okay, I did put a short in there because I'm bearish here. I think we're in the middle of like a down move. I don't know exactly where to enter it though. Yeah, I think we're in the middle of a down move, so I don't know exactly where to enter it. So we bounced. I took that as an excuse to do it. And luckily it's given me a pretty clean exit. Yeah, it's given me a pretty clean exit above this little bounce here, so 738. Yeah, 738. Are we? Yeah, 738's tough. I guess I'm banking on us breaking through it, but we could just bounce right the F off of it again. Got a little bit of a complicated thing going on here. I'm short. I'm gonna take the profit at 738 again and just wait for us to actually break below it if that's what we want to do. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, all right. I guess I like that play. Not the best. Okay, well, that didn't work out. I don't know what that bounce was. Looks like bullshit to me. In fact, I'm going to even get another contract here because that looks like extra super bullshit piled on top. $738 is my take profit. Get rid of that. Why is this? It changed my, oh, it changed my interval. There we go. Okay. I don't know what that fucking bounce was, that clear out bounce. Looked like a stop hunt to me. Liquidity hunt. Okay, let's reduce our risk a little bit here. What is going on? What is going on here? $57, $58. 58.50. All right. The idea of being bearish today is starting to run up against a little bit of a wall. Not gonna lie. I don't think these candles were any news. They weren't that big. I think they're just random buying spikes. Okay, we're starting to get some volume here. Should see one more push. Okay, we're at 740. 740.13. Do I want to exit here? Oh, that's a big one. I'm out right now, but I am going to short it again here. What is this climb? Is this actual news now? Now I'm starting to worry that it's real news. Now I'm starting to worry that it's real news. Okay, let's go on X. Where's my delta? Walter Bloomberg. Nope. Nope. No news. Okay. Okay. Shit. Okay, that looks toppy to me. Or not. Bias. Having a bias. Having a bullish or bearish bias. God, it's such a problem. Just play the fucking chart. Play the fucking chart. Don't fucking... Whatever. Don't let your fucking biases color your judgment. Play the fucking chart. Oh, QQQ has made a monster comeback, huh? Holy shit. Didn't even see that. What the fuck is up with that? I wonder why we're up. Okay, wish I had seen that a little sooner. Holy shit. Alright, if this isn't the top, then I'm gonna flip long. How did QQQ? I don't know. QQQ came back like nobody's business. Alright. I flipped the other way. Wish I had seen that fucking QQQ come back a little sooner. Where's our timing here? Come on, yeah, give us a little momentum. Tried to sell one of them up there, and I fucked up the order. Fucked up the order. Fucked up the order. Okay. Shit. Just hit the fucking market button. Son of a bitch. I fucking tried to sell one of them up there. God damn it. Enough with the fucking limit orders. Just hit the fucking button. Fucking TradingView has this annoying fucking thing of moving the limit orders as you're trying to place them. There's gotta be a way to turn that off. In fact, I better fucking look that up. Stop moving my limit orders as I'm placing them. I don't care what the market is doing. I'm trying to set a limit order. I'm not moving my limit order based on what the fucking market is doing at that exact moment. Well, at least we've got to stop in. God damn it. How did I not get that fuck? Whatever. That's it. You're going to stop there. That's the top. That little dinky resistance level is the top. Come on, asshole. Touch the out. Touch the fucking out. Touch the out. Touch the out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, was that going to be the resistance, or are we going to break through it? It's looking like resistance. Okay. Imagine there's a day where I just fucking flawlessly trade. When will that day occur? When I'm fucking dead. I have to run a chore a little past noon here. Doesn't matter, noon is the dead hour anyway, but still. Sort of want to take my win here. And I did. Let's see if it actually wants to break through, because it's shown resistance here now a few times, so I exited. Why does my chart feel fucking wrong? Something's wrong. Oh, I don't know. Something feels wrong about it. Okay, timing. I don't know. I don't feel like this is a top for some reason. I just don't. Yeah, I don't feel like this is a top. It could be. It definitely could be. We're at 742. It could be a top. It doesn't. It just doesn't feel like it to me. Not the way it's acting. Not the way it's acting. All right, that grabbed my. That grabbed my little stop order there. Was I a little soon on that? Guess we're gonna find out. Has not grabbed the second one yet. All right, it just did grab the second one. $18 from here is 8 $18 from here is 87.97. Got legs or what? Got legs? 95.75. I'm scared of this move. Pullbacks don't scare us. This one's scaring me. This one's scaring me. This one's fucking freaking me out. I got a bad feeling about this one. I had a bad fucking feeling about this one. Why do I have such a bad feeling about this one? Why do I have such a bad feeling about this one? Fuck. I don't know why I have such a bad feeling about that one. Shit. Why do I have a bad feeling about this one? Oof. I don't know. I'm really torn right now. I put this play in. I have my outs in. I mean, I should stick to my outs. Why am I feeling so shaken up about this one? need to stick to the system. Stick to the system, right? Just stick to the system. I reduced my size to 1. I don't know. Something's telling me something's wrong here. I can't fucking put my finger on it. Can't fucking put my finger on it. Why am I shaken up about this one? Double top, not a good sign. Glad I reduced it down to 1 contract. Okay, I can buy one more because I don't know why. I mean, it's 742.5. It's not an important level at all. There's no reason to think that this is Exited. 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 I don't know. I just have a bad feeling, and this top right here is not. What is that? We've hit resistance there 3 times now. I don't know what's up with that. I'm even going to put a sell order in, honestly. See if we can break above that or not. For some reason, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'll put another one in. Going with my gut here. Probably wrong. Probably wrong. Probably wrong. What? Why put a second contract in? Do I really need a second contract here? So I can lose more on this? Whoops. Misclick. It is 12 o'clock. It's noon. So we're starting to channel. Might be a lunchtime channel. Might just be a lunchtime channel. Makes sense. Okay, I'm now flat. If we're just going to channel here or whatever. I don't really like the upside, removing that buy order. Yeah, I don't like the upside here. Could just be some channeling shit. Okay, it did grab that one. Let's see if that's just a pump fake or whether it's got... Okay, it grabbed the second. Four 825 74825 74825 75825. Yeah, 75825. Whoops, better bring this one back down. I don't want that one all the way up there. Okay, counting on a little momentum here, I think. Little lunchtime breakout of the channel behavior. Always interesting. Give this sucker a little room to run. All right, grab the third one. Interesting. Let's not play scared here. I had a strong gut feeling about this one. It's shown confirmation. Now's not the time to play scared. Let's give it a real invalidation. And if we lose, we lose. That's it. Besides, I have chores to run. I gotta go pick up my mom. So, if we lose, it isn't the end of the world. What do I want my winning exits to be here? My winning outs. 740 is an obvious one. I'll certainly take at least one off at 740. We got a long way to go before that, though. Long way to go before that. And then my other exit would be 739. 739 would be an obvious one. How the fuck could we ever get there? I mean, am I serious trying to reach for that exit? Yeah, I gotta be out of my mind I'm trying to get there. We'll do it the other way. We'll do two. Two at the safe exit, one at the shit exit, one at the reach exit. How about you just do a nice little stagger there? How's that look? Nice little staggered exit. Alright, chores to do. Let me get everything ready for that so I can leave as soon as I lose this trade. Plenty of time. I'm going to take a little risk off the table here at 741. Just one contract. And I'll buy it back in, honestly, if we keep sinking below it. Moving my losing exit a little lower. Not a lot lower. A little lower. Because I think if we go to there, that's a problem. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Kidding? Nope. You're not going to sweep me out of this one. I'm not going to get fucking liquidity swept out of this. Fuck that. Fucking algo bullshit. Zero fucking volume on that move. Are you kidding? What the fuck is that? Well, maybe there wasn't zero volume. Let me see. No, there's no volume on that. No volume on that up move. Just Algo's fucking stop hunting. Or we're going higher. One or the other. I don't know, but that move does scare me, obviously. I have to be fucking insane for it not to. Not to freak you out a little. It does look like a liquidity sweep, though. People move their stops down to here. You bounce up here on no fucking volume. Sweep out all that suckers who put their fucking stops down here. Fucking asshole algos. Got flat because I can... Should have gotten flat down here, but I got flat because I can get back in. God damn it. I have things I need to do. Shit. Okay, how the fuck do I want to do this? Oh shit, wait a second. Little volume spike there. Not exactly happy about that. Okay. Am I trading like shit? I don't know. I really don't. Am I? I can't tell. I know I'm over trading. Certainly know that much. But am I over trading because I'm trying to be safe, or? Okay, grabbed that one. That's nice. I'm definitely over trading. Definitely fucking over trading. I'm going to have to write a note about this. How to prevent over trading. I'm also under this fucking time pressure. I have to leave soon. That's really kind of like fucking me up a little bit. So, okay. I've got this sell stop in. Now, where did I want my buys in again? I wanted my buy limit 1 right about here, right? Right about here. I know I wanted one sort of up here. I wanted a buy limit 1 sort of down here. It fucking moved it. It moved it. Stop moving my fucking buy orders, you sons of bitches. Oh, God damn it. Alright, I am flat. Shit, I should have said that. I am flat. Was this a bottom here? What was it? 741. It is an integer. It could have been. Um, do I think it was? No. No. I don't think it. No. I do not think that that was the bottom. I do not think that that was the bottom. The Vordelare. You ever see that movie? The Vordelare. What a strange movie. It's got like a puppet. I don't know why I'm thinking of it right now. The Vordelare. I don't even know if that's the title. The Vordelare. The Vordelak. I have to watch that again. Yeah, strange. It's like a vampire movie, but the vampire is like a puppet. And it's like French. Here's the Vordelak. Why is he on my mind? The Vordelak is on my mind. The Vordelak. The Vordelak. I have to go run these chores. My sister's gonna fucking kill me. I gotta pick up my mom. Which sucks because I really think that this is gonna be a profitable trade. And I'd like to show you guys. And I sort of have a rule that any trade I do not show, I'm not going to count. I'm not going to come back later and say, I won $200 today, except I didn't show it to you. So, my total for the day, my totals that I put for the day are only trades that I show live. So, it sucks that I'm going to have to leave because I have a good feeling about this one for some reason. Which doesn't mean much, though, in the end, honestly. Could very easily be fucking disaster. So, I don't know why I'm attached to it right now, but I am. I'd like to be able to fucking show you guys this one. I really would. If we break below here, I can set it up maybe so that I can at least leave it running while I go. That'd be cool. At least then there's a record of it. I mean, you lose my entertaining presence, but so be it. Can't have everything we want. Can't always get what you want. Can't always get what you want. Can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. Yeah, can't always get what you want. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get what I want on this little tiny one contract trade. Nope, I'm not. I'm going to lose on that one. And I'm up $12. What is this? What is this stupid fucking bounce? They gotta rope me in with this shit? Seriously? Fine. You rope me in. Again. How did I get such bad execution on that? What the fuck? Motherfucker. You know what would be great? If I could get good execution on my trades. If I lose this one, I'm gonna be signing off down. Fuck that. Not signing off down. That's some pussy shit. That is some pussy shit. That is some pussy shit. Alright, not gonna do pussy shit. No pussy shit. My sister is gonna fucking kill me. She's watching my mom right now, who is basically a child, and I have to go take over. Them's the breaks. Always fun being caught between small children and aging parents. Nothing better than that. No? 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 This you gonna do me like this? What's my RSI at? Ooh, RSI is only at 60. Shit. We could go higher here. Nothing's stopping us. Not RSI certainly isn't. Okay. $742. We're at 742 at least. In fact, that makes me want to do it. You know what? Don't be a pussy. Make the fucking play. If we break above 742, I lose a few bucks. Fuck it. Although I will say that RSI is, yeah, RSI is not. Fuck you. I'm not done with this one. I should be, but I'm not. This is called throwing away money. Throwing away money. Okay. Where's my position here? There's 2 MES. I came real close to hitting the button there. Probably should have. All right, after this, I have to go. I'm gonna miss the fucking trade that I actually want to make today. Yeah, baby. Plus $7. I can't. How can I leave right now? I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I'll tell you what I want to do real quick, just so you know. I want us to break below this level so that I can catch this little area right in here, which would be break below 741, buy at 740. It's only 1 point. You know what? Nothing to drive myself crazy about. What's up? I'm leaving right now.
Mom, yeah, just they might have to. But she'll probably want to go, right?
Yeah. All right.
Bring up the baby, so either wait till I come up for.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Okay. Women. My sister, my wife, my mom. Who else is there? There's a few other. My beautiful 2-year-old daughter. I'm telling you right now. You ever see the Family Guy episode? I'm aging myself here, but there's a Family Guy episode where they talk about if they had no sex drive. If they had no sex drive, and then they imagine not having a sex drive, and they're literally looking at the stock ticker, and they're like super rich, and like they're like luxury, library with pipes, and they're talking about the billions and the millions they made because they had no sex drive. Pretty much right, I think. No sex drive, no women, just like doing your own solo thing. Pretty sure I'd be at least a multi-millionaire by now. But not the case. Not the case. There's no fixing that. Wouldn't want to fix it. All right. Anyway, yeah, I'm looking to catch this 741 to 740 move. But honestly, I'm sitting around waiting for it. Now that I see it, it's only 1 fucking point. So why am I so hot to trot on it? I'm winning $7. That's how I'm going to sign off today. I won $9 on Friday. I won $1 yesterday. I won $7 today. This is day trading. This is day trading. This is it. So honestly, look, if you're a real day trader, a real retail trader, you know that it's like this anyway. Just those dudes on X with their $8,000, $7,000, $15,000, $20,000. I had the best month of my life. I made $348,000. I don't want to say they're flat out liars because I don't know that for sure. But my strong suspicion is they're flat out liars. They're just liars. They're liars. And there's motivation because they get more followers. That could be a motivation in and of itself if they're that egotistical. But more importantly, you start putting up numbers like that, people might start paying you. They might start paying you for coaching or courses. So there's incentive there to put up numbers that any actual retail trader knows is completely unrealistic. But these are real numbers, all right? $9 Friday, $1 Monday, and a $7 Tuesday. That's it, baby. And we're moving higher. I gotta go. Give me props. 791. I'm up 17 fucking bucks in the last 3 working days. 17 bucks. I'm about to go to Dunkin' Donuts before I go to my sister's. It's gonna pay for most of that. Fuck yeah. All right. Good luck, guys.